Hey everyone, welcome to another podcast. We'll start with interactions as per usual. Let's go top down. Enemy first.
Solak from enemy here.
Winter cold.
Oh man, I'm from FateAwaits, Holland. Sorry, was muted.
Yeah, wanna Proton Harmony again?
Nitsui from Hydon.
Sarah from KHAOS.
Wiggles from Leviathan.
Shit, Aru took my place. Aru, go!
What?
It's your turn!
Say your name.
Millennium Aru.
It's a boy Eden from Oldskool.
Ox, Oldskool.
Luna, Resilience.
Odds Resilience.
Valkyrie, ShadowELite.
Come on,
Go,
Xeno,
Octa.
you can do it. Press that button.
Say your name,
Octa,
Sino.
go.
Come on.
Wait, hello.
Hey, yes, there we are.
No, you muted yourself again, man.
Ah,
Didn't even say his name or anything.
No. Okay, well, Octa, I think you're up.
yo. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Octo. I'm from Sovereign.
I'm Xenocrat. Hello.
I'm Kobat from Venari.
I'm Perro from Spicy.
Sari from Venari.
Martis Venari.
What? Mattis?
I'm Venari.
Freya from Boss.
All right, so there was one zone without a siege today. I guess I should ask Octa, do you expect something coming to you next week?
Next week?
Yep.
Well, now we do, yeah. Yes,
you
we
really
do.
though?
Well, yeah. I mean, yes.
Swiper, was that a threat? I thought you were neutral.
Those were definitely threatening words.
But do you really? Yes, we do. What is it exactly that you are expecting, Octo? Oh, that would be telling. Can't reveal all our sources. I'm curious to pick your brain. Please, enlighten us. No.
Okay, let's go the easy way. How many guilds do you expect to see?
All of them.
Yes.
So
Yes.
199?
Is that how many guilds there are?
I don't know.
Oh, all of them. We don't expect to see any less than 3.
All right,
But
so
if it was one in particular, what guild would you want to be your enemy that day?
I mean, you have to talk to enemy about that.
Yeah, but which enemy?
Fuck off. Fuck off, Tep Boy.
Okay.
Octo,
Alright.
how much does a practice cannon cost?
Ask Zolak.
Ask enemy.
I wouldn't know.
So let's move on to actual sieges that happened. Mediah ended up pretty fast today. It was Harmony, Resilience, and Leviathan. Viggles, you want to start this one?
Yeah, sure. So obviously we decided to go there again with Harmony and Resilience because of what we did last week with liberating it. So we wanted at least one of us 3 to get the castle. We spoke previously before about how to try and make it fair. It didn't really work out how we planned. We spoke to One Up and Odds before, and basically we were under the impression that Harmony were going to have way more numbers than Resilience or Leviathan. So it ended up with just One Up saying basically 2v1 will work something out of it, later if need be. Turns out there were more people from Resilience than we first thought there'd be. And yeah, we took out Harmony. So maybe One Up wants to talk about us attacking Harmony. We basically took it in turns, and then we started attacking from 2 sides at once, because when we engaged Harmony by ourselves, we got wiped pretty quickly by them. So we then just started attacking from both angles, and that's how Harmony went down after about, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes.
50 minutes?
Yeah, about 50 minutes, sorry. Yeah, so One Up, you might want to, I don't know, talk about...
Yeah, I don't know what I first want to ask enemy, Solak. Are you
Yeah.
there?
What's up?
Do you remember the last time you were in Mediah, you guys put your fort northwest of Kusha? That hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. We also placed it there, and we had a problem that when we respawned, like 20-25 people got stuck in the tent. Did you guys have this problem?
Yes, we had the same problem actually. It was hell.
Okay. Like this was. I just wanted to clear. This was our main issue with this siege. Like when we tried to rest coordinatedly together, like 20-25 people got stuck inside the tent, and like they literally couldn't do anything. If they escaped once, then they went back to Altinova. That's yeah. And then yeah, we expected also way less from Brazilians, as I said. Like they both said, both Leviathan and Resilience, that they're gonna have low attendance.
Did Odds tell you he would have 55?
Didn't say certain
Yeah,
numbers,
that's
but I
what he used to tell us when he used to bring 80. Like low attendance, lots of sign-offs. We're only getting 55.
Yeah, never mind. Regardless, at the end, I agreed on the 2 versus 1, so I'm not gonna complain about numbers. The only thing I'm gonna complain about is fucking Cocoa managing its game. Like to get stuck inside the fucking tent during conquest is just it's just disgusting. I don't know what to say. Like it's just demotivating as fuck.
It happens more than you think. It's happened on many other regions too.
Man, I don't know. I never expected. I mean, never
Did it happen
experienced
in
this on other
Valencia today?
regions. Yeah, did it happen in Valencia? Yeah, right.
Maybe it did.
And,
Maybe it didn't. Come and find out.
Also, yeah, there are questions about. Yeah, we merged with CBT. It's actually, I didn't expect this merge. Like I already talked with Merwin. Some people already know Merwin from the old times. Like I expected this merge in like about 2 and 3 weeks from now, but it turned out to be coming sooner. We got like 20-25 people. Yes.
Is Blaze with you guys as well?
Who?
Blaze.
No, Blaze went to Venari. Don't know why, but he went to Venari.
You've been waiting.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know why he joined in CBT in the first place then, but you know. Yeah, we got a lot, as I said on Tiju's stream. I don't have anything against French people, but if you guys have too many French people in your guild, then yeah, it's gonna be troublesome. Like this French barbecue party every day at 8 p.m. is not really healthy for siege guilds or any kind of North War guilds. Yeah, no hate on Frenchies, but you should step up your game for gaming in the real life. And that's it. I think we went down in like 50 minutes, yeah. And that's much about it.
Man, I was always expecting you to say something about surrender.
Surrender? What do you mean?
French people surrender.
Oh, surrender, yeah.
Swiper, could you not be so toxic, please, Swiper? What the fuck, man?
There are too many, there are too many French jokes in our guild's chat, so I'm getting too used to it. Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. Odds or Luna can take over. I don't know what happened afterwards.
Yeah, Resilience, can you go on this?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We had a team up with Harmony and Leviathan last week. It wasn't very enjoyable. I mean, we worked together, but it wasn't enjoyable because we kept throwing bodies at the gates for 4 hours. So we said it's a pity to just leave it like that. So we thought to continue it. There could be only one winner, but I really believe, and I'm not saying it just like that, I really believe that this castle, I mean, we wouldn't be here if Harmony and Leviathan didn't come to help us last week. We would be again at Serendia or Balenos again and again. So right now we're winning. It's something that we did today, but in general, it's something that they helped us as well. So a thank you to them for helping us be here. first of all. Second of all, it was a nice fight. We fought Harmony. Harmony was always strong, and now it's much stronger because we were going as waves. Okay, they didn't have any rest timers at the start, but they were wiping our waves when we were gathering up at Kusa, because they are exactly next to Kusa. So we were gathering up there. We were trying to go. They were pretty strong with the new merge. So after Harmony went down, we fought Leviathan. I had a specific, only one order. If you see Mr. Krabs, just grab him. I had like 2-3 berserkers.
I respect that.
Designated to grab Mr. Krabs. And when you grab him, it's much easier to do shit. And
Oh, Odds, he's literally sat behind me at the moment. I'm at his place.
Really? Say hi to him.
Is he using any Vaseline?
I had Electro Smitze, Rizus, Zeus, all my berserkers. I told him, grab on side Mr. Krabs, that's it.
Why I left BDO into K17.
You should rename one of your Zerkers to Mr. Grabs.
Yeah, I was losing my English, you know. I was telling them, grab Mr. Grabs or something. Anyway.
Very funny.
It was pretty fun. Yeah, it was fun. What I want to say is that since we, as I said, we are here because these two guilds helped me, and I really feel that they helped us be here. I don't know if we will keep the castle for next week. I feel that either Harmony or Leviathan gets it. I would be happy to that one of these two guilds get it next week. Because we really don't care. Oh, war popped.
All right, so I guess like the natural question right now, guys.
About the screenshot you posted?
I've not posted any screenshot.
This screenshot.
Let's see. What's that? Was that as good for you as it was for me?
I don't know, man. I was AFK fishing.
No, you weren't AFK.
I wasn't?
Yeah, well, not for me, you weren't. Anyway, that's a good screenshot, by the way. It took me a while to get your head in the right position and mine, but yeah, it came out well. Can I ask if you and Leviathan and Harmony were there purely by coincidence, or did you have any pre-arrangement beforehand in case you met some enemies in Mediah?
We were there to fight any enemy. We were pretty surprised that no one showed up.
Yeah, we were really actually expecting you.
Well, earlier in the week you told me I was going there.
Yeah.
Which was interesting because I didn't know we were going there.
We kept seeing a few of your guys running around on Mediah 1. We were like, we can't tell if bait or not.
Well, you know, there's no lag on Mediah 1. That's why we're there.
Ah, yeah, it's a great channel.
Also, one more question. Do you think that the Lazy Peon deliberately streaming your base location multiple times today helped your opponents in any way?
I actually asked him about that. I said, did you show our base location on stream? And he was like, no. No,
Dude,
definitely not.
No. It was like literally within the space of 5 minutes, I saw all the flame towers and Hawatches from your fucking base about 10 times.
Right, you showed the spot of our fort for like 5 to 10 times today, Craig.
Yeah, we actually wanted to warn him, but he banned every single member of ShadowELite from his stream chat, so we were unable to.
That sounds like Craig.
I'm still really upset that I'm banned from his stream. I was only asking him honest questions.
I could unban you. I'm a mod. I got you. Don't worry.
Oh, dude, unban me. Thanks.
Yeah, we got this. Just real quick to bring this back to the point. So, odds. What the one question? Like we were, you know, I'm not saying this would have changed the outcome or anything. I think I'm curious. I think One Up is probably curious as well. Why did you say, funnily enough, Xenocrat mentioned it, that you were 55? You were going to be 55 people tonight when you most definitely were not.
Shock.
He lies every single time. I mean, you don't have a go at him. I mean, it's fine. It's acceptable. But Resilience play for the win, and you got to admire that.
Well, yeah, this is my first experience of it. I never knew that the counting was an issue.
Math is hard in Greece, man.
We didn't have much more numbers than 55. We had around 60 at some point. Some people
70,
joined. No.
89, 90, 420.
No.
It was around 70.
To be fair, can I say something, please?
Yeah.
To be fair, like anyone that falls into odds lies, like it's your fault at this point.
Well, we fell for it again, you know. Like I fell for the cannon thing.
I really can't be mad at odds. Like there's a lot of proof around. Like you just ask around.
This is what we were saying. Like it's hard to dislike odds. It is difficult.
You think being stabbed with the
Same
pen
for
back
you,
that
buddy.
never would teach you, but then like you went back.
We'll
Wiggles.
do it again next week. We're gonna get gifted it. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
No,
Wiggles,
gifted. You worked for it. You and one abroad as well.
Wiggles, you think spending the day with the lazy peon, and I don't even want to think about what you got up to, but you think that distracted you from the sort of the subterfuge from resilience?
The shoulder rubs and the heavy breathing in my ear, it was a bit of a distraction, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, we got through it as best we could.
I imagine the beard rubbing on your neck as well is just too
It
much.
was, the cleric beard was on point today.
By the way, Wiggles, sometimes in your raid as well, you see people who don't sign up, but in the middle of the raid, they just show up out of nowhere. You had that right as well?
Yeah, of course, but I mean, like 20 extra people showing up.
No.
That's good extra attendance.
Well, I'm seeing someone posting in the chat that they triple counted you like 4 times, and apparently you had like 73 people to it.
I counted about 3 times. I counted 72. So
How do you count for this?
you get the combo.
Oh, basically you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you end up with your like 70 plus.
Yeah, you count the deaths of people that have 0 deaths, and from that we could work out how many you were from taking that away from your guild.
And you counted how many?
Well, I don't know. I think I counted like 23 that had no deaths, so I assumed they weren't there. So, you know, fair play. You know, like I said, I don't think it would have changed the outcome or anything particularly, but I don't know why you felt the need to lie.
There was no need. Our sign-ups were around 60, 62, and
Right, so it's gone up. From
So you're
50. It's gone up from 50 now to 62.
Oh, it's mad. You're my favorite part about every podcast because it's just such a meme every time.
Odds, I know you're sitting there with the biggest smile on your face right now.
You loved it.
As you say, sometimes people just show up without being.
Like you play for the win, and that's respectful. But like, come on, man, this is like the 12th time you've done this.
We get a few people showing up who, you know, didn't sign up, like 5, maybe not fucking 20, you know?
One sec. I'm not talking a lot because right now I'm being attacked.
But yeah, that was
By
all.
how
Yeah.
many people?
We 20. Basically the way it ended up with us losing anyway is I called a really bad engage shock, and then from that recovering from it was really hard. And basically they pushed in the base and just farmed us and killed us and got the base down. Just to bring it back to the actual siege discussion.
Was it really necessary though at this point?
With what?
Necessary what?
Bringing it back to siege discussion.
Oh, I mean, we can go off and talk about random shit if you want.
How to count? Can I please get another rundown? I missed the first one.
Where did I stop? 5. So after 5, it's 6, then 7, 8, and you just keep going, man.
I stop at 4 usually.
All right, boys.
Go fuck yourself.
Anything left to say about Mediah today?
The numbers?
Motherfucker, he knows.
Resilience were about 55. Leviathan were 53, 56. I can't remember. I don't take attendance. My officers do it. 56, I think.
So you had more people, and you still
Yeah,
lost?
we had more resilience and we lost. Yeah, we're
Fucking
really
hell.
bad.
Yeah, we had 68 at the very end. After I counted after we were out.
How many people from CBT joined you, by the way?
About 20. I think I've quite a few are going to leave. They already complained about FPS and such, you know.
Are they
siege
like?
mechanics.
I heard a lot of them were like ex-grind people. Like, are they old players or what's the deal with that?
Yeah.
Did,
Quite a
did
few
they
of
get,
them.
Did they get less FPS in Harmony than they did before?
I guess it's it's just siege being siege. I mean, I don't know. They were going to tier 1 nodes, and as far as I know, tier 1 nodes are fucking Zergfest.
How
So
was
I'm not
Mediah
sure.
tonight, by the way? Because we did a node war there on Thursday, and the lag was absolute fucking cancer.
It was. I didn't experience it at all, but then I looked over behind at your main boy Peon's stream, and he was sort of like couldn't do anything and was lag spiking. It's really weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, he can not really do anything rarely unless he's got
It's
Whale
just-
Down or Cooldown or Traveler's Map, but we're talking about the lag, man.
You guys have such a good relationship, though, don't you?
It's a real love
It's a
despise relationship.
It's like
To
an
be fair,
abusive relationship.
most of the people you see complain are like playing at high graphics and with FX on. Like, oh,
Well, that's
I don't have
what I
FPS.
said. But I play at high without spell effects on, obviously, because if you play it with spell effects on, you get fucked. But
Wait, but don't you get better performance on high end mode?
I try it. I don't know, man. Do it next time when you're defending Calpheon. It'll be fine.
I don't want to defend Calpheon.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, I hope you keep the people. I want Harmony to do good. We need another strong Siege guild.
Not like last time, though, right?
I don't think so that's going to happen. But there are other guilds that's destined to that right now. Not us, you know.
All right, guys. So let's move on to Balenos, I guess. It was like 6 guilds, as far as I know. And just because I don't give a fuck, Spicy, you want to start this one?
Sure. Well, we were 24, 25 members at the siege today, and right at the start, the factory was at our fort and took down our fence pretty quickly. While we were defending the factory, KHAOS came for like 10 minutes just to destroy all our buildings, and then left after. Said they were sorry, they thought we were Venari for some reason. And then we kind of just died by RAGNAROK keeping pushing us.
I mean, our guilds almost look the same, so
Yeah.
gotta cut them some slack.
Yeah, I understand. We are kind of like Venari, same numbers, pretty much. That's kind of it. We went down after 20 minutes. Still a positive KDA, so we're happy.
And who took you guys down?
RAGNAROK. And a little bit of help with KHAOS.
Yeah, and Ragnarok isn't here. Okay, Chaos, you want to take this one from here?
Yeah. We went with the factory to help them prepare for last week. Well, helping us then. So yeah, we attacked space at start by accident, and then we were going to go for Ragnarok instead. But because Prismatic was attacking the factory, so we went to help them. And after that, we managed to push back Prismatic, and after we killed them, and yeah, Spicy went down before that, then we fought Ragnarok, and after a while, we killed them too, and that factory got the region in the end. We were about 60 people, I think.
Yeah, 61. It was all due to a coin flip, by the way. But it was more biased on the deck factory side this time round.
Did they hear coin flip?
Coin flip, yes. It was a much quicker war than last week because Venari was a big issue last week. We had to have like 4 guilds, including Spicy, to take him out. But this week was much easier. It didn't take us long. Yeah, we went past Spicy. We got high Spicy, then we went straight to Prismatic. Took on Prismatic for quite a while. They held on quite well because we were fighting them with Death Factory for a while. And yeah, then after Prismatic went down, we 2v1 Ragnarok. Ragnarok went down in 20 minutes after that. And yeah, then DF took the victory.
Which side of the coin did you pick, though?
We went heads this time, but tails was a lot heavier.
All right, Prismatic, what was the war for you guys like?
First of all, we had some kind of fun, of course. And KHAOS asked us in the beginning if we go to Sarkon, but yeah, for us was clear, okay, based on this is then the only partner we have on the map. So yeah, we start to attack their factory, pull down their walls, got in the base, but yeah, of course the death timers are in the beginning quite short. We have to pull down all the time out, and yeah, then after a while, it's I guess why Spicy had some breathing room. KHAOS showed up at our side as well to defend the factory. They pushed us 2 times away, then we tried again, but yeah, we have to see then that makes no sense. Tried to switch, but then we had a very bad engage from safe zone of KHAOS area and not prepared. And based on this, we were then all the time in death status. And yeah, this time we couldn't recover. They made it pretty well, attacked on their waves after each other, and then we go down in the end, yes.
All right, any questions on Balenos today, guys?
Who's the 6th guild?
Zakon.
Zakon.
Oh,
yeah.
Zakon, okay. What about the numbers?
We were 57 today.
All right. There's no one from RAGNAROK here, right?
No.
Yeah, no.
Wow. We had 25. Spicy, that is.
We had 61.
And I guess the factory was around 50, probably.
Yeah, we're around 54, 55-ish, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so after that, Serendia happened. It was Hidon and FateAwaits. FateAwaits, you guys are new. You want to tell us about your guild, what you're on about, and why did you choose Serendia today?
We chose Serendia because we've decided this might be a good place to have our first siege war. So we started at Serendia. We have been around 20 people. The order couldn't make it today, so it was fun. It was our first try, as you mentioned, and I guess because of the constellation that was and high down built in the eastern, we in the western, we had the chance to participate and hope we was a little bit busy there. Yeah, we definitely want to do it again in the future time, hopefully with more people, and hopefully get some in the future territorium.
Are you gonna come back next week, or do you mean like a month in the future?
Probably the future. We will see if we have to take another, at least level 2 node. Let's see how it works out, but I'm guessing in the future, probably not next week.
You guys are like national guild, right?
We are Germans.
Is that by choice?
Yes, we started. For the communication, it's much easier if we are only Germans. We have one Croatian. He speaks a little bit German, but it's just to have fun.
What was the first German word you taught him when he joined your guild?
Boah. Probably hello.
Krankenhaus.
Krankenwagen.
Eichkatzelschwaf.
Did you just say wagon?
Wagon?
What happened at the wagon today?
Wagon? Wagon.
No, wagon.
We're still in Serendia. Still in Serendia.
Did you guys? You're
That's where the wagon starts.
Yeah,
so.
agreed. We had a wagon in Serendia too.
Yeah, so to get it back, congrats for VOS, and hope the VOS and I don't enjoyed it as well.
All right, so it's great to see new guilds interested in siege scene. I hope you guys stick around. Hidon, what was the fight like for you guys?
Should I start from the beginning or just?
Yeah, sure, go on.
All right. So, well, in the beginning, we already knew that VOS was around there in the south. Our bases were extremely close to each other, and I think they also knew that we were up there. So we met each other, grouped up before the North War even started. Well prepared, everywhere stun traps, and yeah, then that's when the fuckfest began. I don't know. It was going around all the time. In the beginning, we were more pressured than was, because we couldn't do much with our mobile group that was trying to arrest them. But yeah, well, at some point we got a couple of good pushes, especially with elephants. But most of the time, some stuff was just not on point. Like we had a couple of deficits, such as our usual raid leader not being there. We had just one scout. I think our cannon group also had some issues. I don't know. Generally, we were lacking a couple of people here and there. And yeah, after I think 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes, we got pushed over. The bases were open a couple of times. Our base was open a few times. Their base was open a few times. And I think their tier 2 elephants were especially useful. Ours are still tier 1. We are now getting tier 2s. Yeah, pretty much. It was just going around and around, and FateAwaits helped us a bit here and there.
So you guys are like getting a bit stronger, right?
Yeah, a little bit. We had 2 guilds merge into us. That was Sync and Rocinante. I mean, not a complete merge, but many people from those guilds. And almost all of the Sync guilds left. Sync people left again. They didn't enjoy it. They did not enjoy structured PvP, I guess. I don't know. They enjoy small scale. And from the Rocinante people, we still have many. But yeah, overall, our numbers were not much higher than usual.
What was your number?
We were 48 people in the end.
Okay.
All right, Frey, your turn.
Yeah, so we knew that FateAwaits was there since they got scouted earlier during the day by us, and we kind of guessed that Hydon was there. We didn't really know where their base location was, but I sent a message to one of their officers saying, I know where your base is, see you on Saturday. But they didn't reply. I was trying to bait them.
We were so scared.
Did you see it on Peon stream?
No, unfortunately not, but I don't watch Peon. So yeah, we talked a little bit with Hydon in the beginning and said if they wanted to 1 versus 1. We knew that FateAwaits was there, and I also knew that it was their first conquest war. So we talked a little bit in between us and said that we weren't gonna take them out immediately. We were gonna let them roam around a little bit and stuff like that.
Yes, thanks for that.
Yeah. So yeah, Hydon had declared war on us, and we knew that they should have known where our base is, and we didn't want a repeat of what we had with Venari one time, so we tend to defend our base in the beginning now. So we met them there. It was basically a stalemate. No one of us attacked each other, just waiting for the actual siege war to begin. And then yeah, we started pushing up on their base, back and forward, as they said. Both bases had holds at times and stuff like that. And yeah, in the end, I think also after 2 hours or 2 hours and 20 minutes, FateAwaits called it basically for them. They had had their fun, and after that it became a lot easier to take control of the Hydon space and just finish them off.
How many people you had, Freya?
At maximum we were 68. In the end we were 62 or 63.
So that's like better than you had 2 weeks ago by like 10 people, right?
Yeah, we're somewhere around there, always 60. So yeah, like 8 people more, maybe 5 people more. It varies. Slowly but surely.
All right, guys. Any questions on Serendia today? Guess not. Let's move on to Calpheon then. Before we get into this, Zorlok, like, I've been spammed about it whole evening. People want to know what's up with practice cannons.
Oh, dude, I love practice cannons.
I'm
Fucking
not sure-
love them.
Not sure what they do. Anyone want to explain?
I've got a pretty fucking big folder filled with screenshots if you want to see it. I can show you what they do.
The practice cannons, if you place them on somewhere there's buildings, it will tell you that you can't place it because there's something there, so you'll know there's buildings, or it prevents the guild that is building from building. So if it blocks, you have to take it out.
Well, Lone Wolf, stop being so salty. Let's just get on with the podcast in a serious manner.
So you can't take out cannons, eh?
We had to counter it, and you know, there was different ways to counter
To
it.
be fair, I think other guilds had more issue than we. It wasn't that.
It wasn't
tough
that
for
annoying.
us.
Yeah, it's like 9 out of 10 times they placed the cannon on the wrong spots where you were building, so it wasn't really bothering me at all.
Yeah, Zorlak
you-
and your players
mean-
managed to miss our base by like 50 meters. It was quite funny. You had like cannons like way away from where we were even building. I was a bit confused what their purpose was, but whatever.
Did you never think that they may have actually been just practicing with them?
Yeah, no, maybe they like summoned the whole guild after we left and did like 50 practice cannons just to make sure they know what to do.
Cannons are hard.
Is your cannon hard right now, Wen?
Like I wasn't there, I didn't know about it. But what is the big problem if you can kill them?
That's a good question. What is the big problem when you can just kill them?
If you can kill them, I don't know. But I see dead cannons. So
Yeah, like
It requires you dropping karma though. So
you got to charge them with a horse. If you try and damage them yourself, you can't kill them. It's pretty weird.
does it really take karma to kill them?
Yeah, you got to flag up.
How much do you lose per cannon?
That I do not
Odds,
know.
odds. Do you have a number for that?
55.
55? 55k? Yeah.
55k?
But no,
Yeah,
I mean like
somewhere around 55.
it's more like what were you trying to achieve by doing it? Like were you just trying to be assholes or were you just like what was your purpose for doing it? Because you didn't really achieve anything. Like you just kind of moderately annoyed us for a few minutes.
Yeah.
It just came across that you guys were being absolute
I
assholes.
think the point was to actually scout your bases. To know where they were.
No, that's
Dude, get fucked.
Wow.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, you place a cannon there. Do you think there's a base there? Like,
Yeah,
what's,
let's
what's the weight on the
really
ground?
make sure.
I mean, to be fair, fucking ShadowELite exploited the shit out of shit in fucking trees and all sorts, right?
Octo,
you
just
can't say it.
Come on.
Some guilds place cannons on trees, some place cannons on bases. Like, can you just let
Yeah,
people
exactly.
play?
I mean, I
Tree
saw,
spawns,
I saw it
trees.
in Pirates of the Caribbean ones. You can get cannons of trees. It's legit.
Just let people place cannons wherever they want. Like, we are in 2K17.
Yeah, stop giving him a hard
Really
time.
cannon.
Let's get on with it.
Oh, we
It's
did.
actually,
Like,
it was kind of,
Actually,
beyond getting on with it.
Nah,
It was
to be honest,
Actually, let's have an actual
we saw-
discussion.
Yeah, we saw the bullshit from NA, right? That was probably going to be a big issue there, but it was way less of an issue than we thought it would be.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
'cause
I don't know, maybe
we actually
Americans
used our brains and
so,
just destroyed the
Not
cannons.
so smart, but
Prepare to receive a call from Lakari.
I don't give a shit anymore.
Been there, done that. But like,
yeah, there's multiple ways to get rid of them.
I personally wasn't upset because we brought 4 guilds there, so it was like felt kind of responsible. But
You brought the cannons upon yourself.
I brought the cannon. Yeah, that's yeah. But they're all saying. But they might. I'm not sure if it's some like intended mechanic. I'm not sure how close to exploiting that might be. But I guess if you can kill them easily.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we had to kill people trying to open the gates.
No,
before the
the issue was when you fucking brought people on low-level ults that we couldn't even flag and kill, and then place these cannons down. That was the main
That was
issue.
that was their mains.
Oh, that was your main. Oh, it made sense why you died that fast.
Okay, and how do you kill cannons in that that scenario?
You got to flag up or use a charge horse.
And you don't remember how much karma you lose.
It's not a lot. You like I don't know, 10 or something, 10k.
Well, okay.
All
To
right,
be honest,
so
I don't think it's as a big deal as we thought it would be, like last week when we heard it from the Americans. So I doubt it's gonna be used often. It's pretty.
It was a
easy.
tester run. It was
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
easy to deal
get
with.
rid of it. So
Yeah.
I doubt anyone is
But-
gonna bother.
Yeah.
next
In the same boat, we can only blame ourselves because we decided to build late.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, by us, you mean blame Oldskool, Venari, and the other one, Millennium.
Yeah, everyone else. No, but like we all agreed to build late, and as a result, enemy somehow figured out, which is slightly questionable. We'll
What do you
look
mean?
into that
We
right now.
agreed?
Well,
Like,
as
we
in,
didn't know you guys were there. We just flipped the coin.
yeah, I forgot it was the coin flip.
We knew you were coming.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the cannons didn't really accomplish anything apart from just annoying people.
No, but you said something was questionable. Was it the cannon placement or that you knew you were coming?
I mean, I would say like the utility of the cannon placement was definitely questionable.
I would ask the guy that said it was questionable what he meant by it.
I just seemed to find out very fast about it all. It was a bit weird.
Yeah,
And
considering there was one castle of Valencia, 3 Mediah, and lots of major guilds haven't built yet. So
I mean, you were
prepared.
talking about it on a fucking Tuesday. Like, a lot of people in that Discord that you're a part of as well, like, they were talking about it, and that was quite a few days ago. It's just a bit like, how do you... And then you proceeded to not defend the tribute wagon for once, and then just practice cannons down everywhere.
Well, to be fair, Valkyries, they didn't have like their entire guild praising practice cannons. It was like maybe 15 people. I guess the rest of them were dying to Sovereign on the wagon.
All right.
You guys are very naive if you think we weren't gonna prepare for a siege with so many guilds missing, and having so many talkative people from guilds like yourselves, especially in chats like the U Discord.
All right, so Zarlok, can you get on with like enemy's siege perspective for today?
All right, yeah. Basically, as I said, we kind of knew they were coming, especially since we started seeing the castles pop up, and we could defend for a lot longer than we did, but we thought we would try the offense and well, try to go for a win. Very slim, but we went on the offense to begin with. We tried to attack Millennium, get a fence down. Didn't really work out. And when we came back to our castle, ShadowELite had already taken down 1.5 gate. And it was pretty much downhill from there. But we kind of expected to lose the castle anyway. So we tried to go on offense.
Did it take you guys a long time to get wiped? Because, like, you never really... Like, when we were on the second gate, we took it down to, like, half before you guys showed up, and when you had, like, I don't know, like, 40-ish people. But you never seemed to actually engage on it. You, like, let us pull back, PA, go back on, and then we'd kill all your players on the gate. And it just never seemed like you guys were prepared for this gate to fall that fast. Did you not expect it to drop that quick, or what? Because it didn't really seem like there was any grouping or anything.
We couldn't really use the watches because of a problem with the players trying to open the gate before the siege started and having to kill those players and then going negative. So we couldn't really use our siege buildings. But
Sorry, how did that affect the Hawatcher?
The guy that was going to man the Watcher was negative and had to relog in spawning Calpheon and couldn't get back in time.
You only have one Hawatcher user?
2.
I forgot Lias on holiday.
But yeah, basically we didn't expect it to go down that quick, and we expected to make better progress in Millennium, and we didn't really wipe at Millennium for quite a long time, so we had to go back, teleport back and shit. And in general, yeah, we didn't expect it to go down that quick.
The gate did drop ridiculously fast. What was it,
Yeah,
like
we
2
didn't-
minutes before we dropped the first gate? It
Yeah,
was-
we actually didn't expect it to go down that quick.
And we
were
waited.
like, yeah.
We
I
were
mean,
stood
you-
outside the gate for like 45 seconds or something, waiting for like, do we go in? Because it was originally like Oldskool, we're gonna do the first push.
Yeah, I think Old
and then-
School's guy was in Calpheon as well. That's probably who they were waiting on.
But no, I mean, it would have gone down even faster if we just, the second we got there, we pushed, because we were grouped outside your gate, and just like somebody else said they'll go first, so we're waiting. And then 45 seconds, like, fuck it, let's just go. And we went, so.
So Zarlok, did you guys expect like this many guilds showing up today at your castle?
Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, we knew there wasn't just going to be one guild, so kind of expecting 2 a bit earlier this week. But yeah, then we kind of saw other guilds planning it as well. In the end, we
Yeah.
realized they were coming for us.
Just on the gate matter, people are saying, well, we're like ShadowELite are trying to take credit for attacking an undefended gate. We're not like trying to take credit. We're merely saying the gate hit points went down really fast. There was no enemy there defending. We're not saying we won an engagement. We just attacked the gate, and the outer gate went down in under 2 minutes.
It was, I think we
With
killed 4 enemy people total.
Yeah, no horses, no elephants, but in under 2 minutes, the outer gate just went down. Like, I mean, we've only ever attacked castles before that have been defended, and it's like, you know, you attack and get wiped. But if you're unmolested and you can use a proper guild on a gate, they really go down really, really fast.
I'm sure Oldskool would have dropped it even faster. So.
If their guy wasn't in
Hello.
Calpheon.
Yeah, to be honest, there was a little bit of miscommunication. Whatever. It's fine. At one point, you guys said you were there definitely before us, and you said like, "Should we go in?" Like, go, like, because we were not gonna be ready for at least 20-30 seconds. So it's good. Like you guys, I mean, yeah, the gates drop fast if no one defends them. But yeah, it is what it is. I think and I think enemy today definitely played to win. They only had one chance to make that happen, and that is to take out one of the 4 castles right at the start. And they tried that. That was their only chance. So I think it's they had a strategy. They went for it, and the chance was small, but it's definitely a viable choice.
Do you think that it might have been better if you just like left like maybe the first gate open or something? Because like you left both gates closed and didn't defend them.
No, it's impossible to take the first courtyard back anyway.
Would have closed it and killed it.
Yeah, but that would have taken more time. So
20 seconds.
10 seconds.
Dude, 20 seconds is enough because by the time we took down the second gate, that was when you guys fully grouped at the second gate.
Well, we went back because we couldn't do any damage to Millennium, so it was a failed attempt either way. And we don't care really much.
What did you get to do to their base? Like, did you actually get in, or like
No.
what was it?
They pulled off something interesting.
They were you guys were trying to look for their gate for a while, right?
Yeah, we removed our gate because you guys did that last time when we were there with Mongolis long ago. You guys host charged the gate. The gate doesn't stand a chance. So we just removed the gate itself.
Yeah, interesting to see you guys learning from your mistakes. Well,
So wait, there's no more gate left open because there is no gate?
Oh,
No,
how
no.
not been impressed.
The thing is, gate goes down much faster than fence, and you can charge it with horses, right? So
Is Wiggle still here? No.
Yeah, Leviathan should probably like take a lesson on that.
If you don't have a gate, your members can't open it.
but anyway, we could have probably had long if we just defended, but Calpheon Castle is shit to defend anyway. Like so many ways to get in, to attack from different sides, and to be honest, I'm glad we're out of Calpheon.
So as you can probably guess, everyone is wondering what enemy plans for the next week now.
We're going back to Calpheon.
Please no.
That's a weird way to say Mediah.
No, but like I mean,
Valencia.
when you think of enemy, you think of Calpheon. That logo just fit perfectly on the map.
I actually think of Dodge and Sovereign. So yeah.
I mean, we're used to the nice climate of the forests. Not sure if we can handle the heat. Oh, we'll see.
Weren't you supposed to collect the badges?
Yeah, but then we have to go to Balenos first.
Yeah.
If you go left, I think you appear in Valencia.
Eventually.
You should try it. See what happens.
All right, so let's get on with the siege progression. Then Venari went down after enemy. So what was the siege like for you guys?
Siri, you go. Siri's not here.
Sorry, what?
Well, basically, we attacked the castle with the other 3 guilds. It was, I don't know, I'm not too sure. Like the buildings died, castle died, and then we fought Oldskool afterwards. It was pretty, to be fair, one-sided. We made a lot of bad calls. I made a lot of bad calls. We got wrecked pretty much by Oldskool. That was about it.
So before we move on, I'd like to get a little bit more info. Like you guys already said that you agreed to come together today. So was it like all 4 guilds in agreement from the get-go, or was it like 2 guilds and then you just grown from there?
We just happened to all place in the same region at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a chance of that happening every week.
Yeah, we placed down our fort, and then I walked past and I just smelled Italian food, and I was like, oh, Oldskool's here. And I saw Hedon placing his fort, and then I just ran into some Millennium and Venari on the other side of the water. I was like, oh, I guess you're all here. Let's work together. And that's how it happened, pretty much.
I was like, what are you doing here? And he asked me back, like, what are you doing here? And then it just happened.
Yeah, I think the important thing is that we made sure to take the no alliances from the guild description so people can meme about it.
I already screenshotted it, don't worry.
We actually did this early this afternoon. So no memes. I don't want to see any meme about Oldskool and alliances. Please
It's
don't
really
meme
amazing
about-
that we all finished our forts so close together as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it was just so like coincidental. Like
Yeah,
not
it's almost as like we all agreed to finish our forts when the tribute wagon started, yet 3 of the guilds fucked it up.
How did they fuck that if we didn't like? do it together?
I've been asking myself that all fucking day. But anyway, yeah, there you go.
Which guild did not fuck up then?
Well, we built it 6 bang on
Yeah,
at the tribute wagon.
our fort finished
Who's we?
bang on
Who's-
time.
Who's we? Who is we?
Oh, Oxy, calm down. But yeah, Venari finished the fort 25 minutes too soon, and I think you guys finished your fort about between 30 and 40 minutes too late. I mean, it's,
What do you mean too late? According to what?
Well, according to when the tribute wagon starts, which would be the most beneficial time to start, surely.
I guess it's yeah, you don't know.
We did the math.
It wasn't planned, so we had no idea. Like I said,
Exactly. Just going on what would be the best time to finish your fort.
Maybe Oldskool just wanted some very nice wagon money.
Well, they wanted us
some,
to test
some
the water.
practice cannons on their base.
Yeah, we tested the water with practice cannons, and then I told Hayden how to deal with it, and then they didn't have an issue. Actually, wait, did Oldskool get practice cannon? Because I know Venari, Millennium, and us did.
The entire forest did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they practice cannoned our base after it was built, though.
That was quite funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I wasn't here when NA was talking. How does it feel to that we finally learned something from NA instead of them learning from us?
It's kind of bad. I don't know how to feel about my existence anymore.
Well, they never figured out how to kill them in any. They just figured out how to put them down, which took them 9 months.
But to be fair, didn't one of the builds literally not build anything because they couldn't figure out how to kill them?
Yeah.
Let's just not talk about that.
The cannons also bring curse. Like, Vision had castle for how long, and they went down the first time they tried the cannons. Same for enemy.
Alright, cannon curse. It's gonna start
Yeah.
trending, boys.
Yeah, it's for you, Octo. Don't do cannons thingy.
Don't do what?
Do cannons. Cannons are great. Put them practice cannons everywhere.
What's the practice cannon?
All over the castle. Put them there. They're good.
More cannons.
All right.
I got a serious
Oldskool.
question. Can you put practice cannons down during a siege?
I don't see why not.
I would defer the decision to you as you're the practice cannon master.
I don't know. They have no used one.
I don't see why.
Use cannons, though.
No, but I mean, he was in Calpheon, that guy.
Could use him for other things.
Like masquerading real cannons in between practice ones.
This guy knows his shit.
Yeah, put like 100 practice cannons down, and then amongst that is one real cannon, and your whole guild is manning all the practice cannons. What one do you kill first?
The one that someone is inside. Yeah, but
Well, no, you can man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
Wait, you can put people
Yeah.
inside cannons now? That's pretty next gen.
Yeah, midgets can fit in there, like in the
Yeah,
circus.
you hide inside and like suddenly like 50 people come out of it. Surprise.
All right.
Venari part? When we did the 1v1?
Yep.
I think we had a little bit more people. It was a bit messy at the start because we were at a point where all 4 guilds were sort of happened to be at the same place at the same time. But I guess as soon as we pushed towards Venari's base, the fight was more around there. Like I said, I think we had a few more people than them today. We had exactly 70 at the time when we fought Venari. I heard they had like 55 or something.
Around that, yeah. It was like 55, 56.
Sorry, I missed
In
that. What
odd
did you call?
numbers, we had 30.
Ox, what did you bring?
Sorry?
Sorry, I missed that.
We had exactly 70 when we fought Venari at that point.
I was wondering why, like, because I thought it was over really fast. So it makes sense you guys had like, an extra 15 people. It's quite a lot.
Yeah, for the Resilience members listening to the podcast, how many would that have been for Resilience?
Odds is muted, unfortunately.
Yeah, around 40 probably.
Oh, he unmuted. He's done something. He's made progress. Come on, Odds.
Just loading up one of those, translator apps for numbers and stuff.
All right. So before we continue with Mimin, would you attribute Venari going down pretty fast today to anything in particular, Ox?
I think we played well and we had more people. I think that's it. I can't see any major flaws or something in their play, if that's what you're fishing for.
Okay, so what happened to Oldskool after that, though?
We got lost.
Dude, we talked about this beforehand. The
Yeah,
great
exactly.
TP to Valencia.
Great teleport.
They wanted to do a TP. People were like, do a TP, Ox. And Ox was like, okay. And then, TP to Valencia.
Yeah, Ox doesn't actually show up to Siege. He just kind of like chills in Valencia.
I mean, we had some people that say that they wanted to go to Valencia today, and Ox got very mixed signals, so he did a TP to Valencia.
Do you ever give Ox mixed signals?
This is it's too early, actually. We can talk about it later.
All right, so I guess the last part of the siege was pretty much ShadowELite and Millennium going 1v1. I saw that some forts were at pretty critical HP.
You could say critical, yeah. I mean, 0.5%. Yeah.
0.5%.
I was about to ult that and I got CC'd. I was so fucking
Shout
bad.
out to whoever CC'd you.
I got a question. Where were you guys at that point? I mean, we were waiting in front of bridge.
Well, we were trying something new today. In that I put Valkyries in charge of the normal sort of commanding, and I did the sort of the behind the scenes, sort of directing of him. And he completely fucked up. I don't even know where the fuck he took people. I think he went to Calpheon to find enemies, cannoneers or Hawacha pilots or something. But I think you missed each other around the bridge, and they went to your base, and you guys went to our base. And the gate went down fast.
Yeah, you guys had elephants. We didn't. That was basically the decider. Because I think, from what I heard, we were on your fort, on your the wall around your fence for a good 30 seconds before we heard Millennium's at our fort now, and I was like, well, we got a 30-second advantage. And then they were like, they have 3 elephants. I was like, fuck, time to go back.
Yeah. So we basically, you guys attacked our fort. We were at your fort with no way to get your gate down. We'd intended to try and engage you on the way and kill you and then push onto your fort. But we sort of missed each other in the middle. You had your elephants. You took, I think it was, we did our gate and you put a gap into our fence. So we had to blow our teleport on teleporting people back to our base to defend it. And you guys got our base down to 0.5% before we cleared you. And then we had to basically play very, very defensive. We'd engage you when you came close to the fort, but we repaired it all the way back up to 100% and fully rebuilt. And then we went on the offensive again.
For all the people who hate on Rangers, I'd love to give a special shout out to one of the Rangers in our guild that managed to disrupt 10 Millennium people when our fort was at 0.5% just before it died, and managed to stop them all from attacking our fort, because without that Ranger we'd have died. So Ranger best siege class confirmed.
But reroll though, still reroll.
Yeah, he's in the process of rerolling to a relevant class.
It was quite a lucky situation for us, and then at the same time there was so many things that could go slightly better. One person having 5 or 10 more AP, and we maybe would have taken it. But yeah, that shouldn't happen in the first place, though. We shouldn't be able to do that.
I mean, you guys still think that it wasn't all intended and wasn't just done for dramatical effect?
It was all part of the plan.
Are you just going to blame one person that didn't came to the siege that he was missing?
Yeah, so whoever didn't show up and was meant to be there, kick him right now.
You lost because of him.
I think There's one guy in our guild that is having this situation right now. He's probably thinking, if I was there, man. He's a wizard as well and loves to go in and ult, bases.
It was quite intense, to be honest.
It was an intense fight. Well, he promised he'd come to me and buy me a beer, so I'll probably forgive him.
Yeah.
So what happened before the fort went down so low? Was it that like another of Lone Wolf TPs?
Oh no, that wasn't.
No, it wasn't actually a Lone Wolf TP.
You guys did blow your TP towards the end, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we saw you TP'd up near the castle, I think, and came down from the north.
Yeah, we managed to get in as well, but you guys got back really fast.
Yeah. No, we weren't like really baiting your TP, but we were kind of baiting your TP. We were all on our horses, so we came back and cleared you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys fought really well. The bridge was a bit of an issue.
Yeah, oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I mean, the main part for us for most of the fight against you guys was literally rebuilding our base. Like, holy fuck, I didn't even know you could get to that lower percentage without it sort of rounding down and fucking killing your fort. But we got it fully rebuilt. We got our fences up, and you guys were, we were really worried about your teleport because we blew our teleport, you guys didn't, and we didn't want to engage your fort and be in exactly the same situation again, with you guys suddenly teleporting on our fort, pulling some elephants out of somewhere and zerging it down. So we needed to basically kill you guys before we pushed on your fort, which meant basically the choke point. And I think we did one engage across there, and it wasn't like a clean wipe. We were quite equal wiped, so we had no numbers to push on your fort. I think we lost about half our numbers with that. But then the one time we did clear you, we took a separate force that swam across the river, like fast classes and ninjas and stuff, and they engaged behind you guys, where we pushed across the bridge and they got the stuns off before you guys could PA, and then we cleared you and then took it to the base, and that was pretty much when the offensive went straight in our favor.
Yep.
And then after that, when you guys wasted your teleport on our base through our sort of semi kind of bait effort, it was pretty much in our favor. I mean, in the engagements, we were always coming out on top.
Yeah, that first ever engage we did was like, I don't know, maybe you guys you defended that choke point at the bridge. The first ever engage we did on you, because we did a few, we did 3 or 4 open world fights before that. We managed to wipe you, and we had at least 20 people left on our side, sometimes more. And we went down to the bridge, and I had full numbers there. I was like, all right, this is a whale 10 bush, this is everything. And we pushed across that bridge. You had the elephant doing 4-chop, whatever it's called. And I think we got completely wiped, and there was still, it looked like 40 plus Millennium alive on the other side of the bridge. And I sat on TS, I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like, you guys defended that choke point. Honestly, it was brilliant. It was fucking amazing how you defended that choke point.
And we had some command issues as well. With me
that was bullshit. Yeah,
with me not commanding and Valkyries being like the only commander. When he died, because he plays like a retard, he just fucking like YOLOs in and he shouts PA when he's already dead. So you get about 2 seconds of commanding him before he's dead, and then we'd be sort of tertiary commander, and we'd have our ninja Marcus who lives in Greekland or whatever it's called, and all you hear is because it's really fucking hot in Greece right now, and he's got this fan blowing right over his face. Yeah. So you hear fucking nothing from that guy, and I'm just shut the fuck up, Marcus. So we quite often were running around like headless chickens until either me or Valkyries could get back and do the commanding. But it did sort of come together.
Yeah, I think it was the 4th or 5th engage across that bridge. We actually managed to trade. It was we had 10 people left, and you had 10 people left, and we just pulled back across the bridge. And me and I think at least 10 other people couldn't respawn.
Oh, it happened to us.
So no matter what, we couldn't. I was spamming it, and I waited I waited too long. Because the respawn timer at that point was 65 seconds. I waited 2 minutes, and I was like, it's not happening. So I had to restart my game, and it was really bad luck that the 2 people who back up after I die also had the crash, not crash, but they couldn't respawn. So we had pretty much no lead alive for the push after you did, after you put our base to 0.5 and we started fighting again. The push after that, where you pushed through us across the bridge and pushed our base again, that was when 10 plus of us just couldn't respawn. All our leadership just couldn't respawn, and we had to restart the game. So I ended my client and fucking had to start again, and it took me 4 minutes to get back in the fight.
Yeah, and the base defense was hard as well. When you wiped us down to that, tiny percentage. I stayed back and helped the base events. One of my guild members, he's PMing me, he's like, do a shout out for base events. Like, fuck that, you guys are useless. You know, you let our base get down to 0.5%. Holy fuck, how bad can you be? So I was like back there helping to like rebuild the fort, you know? And I was like, everybody was complaining about how long the cycles were on the repair materials. And I was like, holy fuck, mine are cycling in like only 30 seconds. And it was after about 10 minutes that I realized I was repeatedly trying to dismantle the fort using R instead of repairing it. And I was like, oh shit, lucky that never happened.
Yeah, they thankfully patched that a few months ago. Otherwise, we'd have been fucked.
This is why this is the first time you get a fort message.
All right, just like
Not really. I mean, I
contain-
guess I've been trying to dismantle it every week now.
Yeah, today you failed and you won. Oh, I'm kidding. So.
I think it was maybe slightly something to do with not being 3v1. Just slight. Maybe. I think that could have been why we won. Just potentially.
Boo-hoo.
I like to cry, okay? You know me.
Man, 0.5% away from my last badge, but I am happy. I mean, ShadowELite deserves it. Most of the open field fights they want, the engage. I mean, was a good fight. I enjoyed it personally a lot. Was lots of close calls on both sides, but ShadowELite won eventually.
Gained a lot of respect for Millennium tonight for sure.
I didn't gain any respect for Millennium.
I'm the nice one, if you couldn't tell.
I have a question though. You guys went from like 78 members to 97 over 2 days. What happened?
Misanthropolis.
Well, no. Before that, the game was using Oddsy's maths to calculate our guild numbers, but today it was using normal maths, so it looked at our real numbers.
When I saw the numbers spike up, I knew this was gonna be a very intense fight, and there it was. So.
Yeah, I mean, I used loyalty yesterday to put a megaphone out and gained us 25 members. It was pretty good.
To be fair, like when you a lot of these names, because we had history with Misanthropolis, so it wasn't anything new.
Yeah, gotta love the finish.
Yeah, what were your numbers today?
We had a new record. We were 92 today.
Wow.
Fuck me.
We were 75.
Good, you guys.
Yeah, we were, I think, like 71 or 2 at the start, and then the final count was 75 in total.
In odds number or?
No, real numbers.
No, I just calculated from the losses. 75 people in our guild died during that siege, so I'm pretty sure every single person died at least once. So that's the numbers. There were 75.
That's really good, considering we outnumbered you by about 15 people. So.
It was honestly, I think it was probably for me at least, and I know for a lot of people in ShadowELite, it was pretty much the best fight I think we've ever had on at least the new server. It was amazing actually.
That it was us. So it was a good fight, I legit like really good fight. It was a while ago we had a good fight like this. So.
It's getting emotional, guys.
Dude, the amount of salt that's been shared between our guilds, it's good. It's finally like being put aside.
Just let it all out.
It seems
Yeah, I
like
mean, a lot of Millennium people, they were PMing me today, saying congrats for the castle. I was just like, fuck you, pleb. Just every single one of them.
No, we've changed our direction of salt. It's pretty much all directed at Peon. That guy.
Lazy Odd?
Lots of arrogance for someone that got gifted a castle today.
We're not arrogant. Nobody's arrogant in this game apart from Lazy Traveler's Map or whatever it's called.
Well, regardless of the outcome, we're still gonna, continue practicing, gearing up, progressing. We've been going ham lately.
Yeah, I was just about to say for like semi-casual guild, you guys really sure seem to like enjoy the sieges, and you always pull good numbers even on Odd Wars, and that's not every hardcore guild is doing that these days.
I wouldn't call Millennium semi-casual though. Like they don't have semi. Are you really semi-casual?
Well,
what sort of definition is that? How can you be semi-casual?
Hey, what the fuck is a semi-casual?
It's semi-hardcore, but I guess it's the same thing, depending on the point of view.
Is that the same
Wolf,
thing?
Come on, is it really?
Well, I've run it as one, and those that join are expecting a semi-hardcore guild, so I can't really say it's hardcore, but we have a big core of loyal old-timers that are pretty hardcore, so
I remember a lot of the people from when we used to fight pretty much every day, and they're still in your guild, which was quite nice to see. At least, like, I recognized at least 50% of the names tonight, which was quite nice. Not many guilds that I fight still have like 50% of the core from like 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
Yeah, we've been sticking around since launch, so I'm really happy I have my guys there. Really, gone through with the guild, bad and good times. That's pretty, it's something. It's more worth than a castle, So I appreciate my guys a lot.
It feels really great to be able to break new record with 92 people, and no merge, nothing. And what we got this week was maybe like 1 or 2 new people, Rest is pretty long in guild.
Yeah, it's not like many guilds want to merge into us, but we do our part,
But there's no
good to
space
see
to
you.
merge into you.
It
Yeah,
would
but it's
be
good to see
really,
these guilds.
really quite a small guild to merge into if you're like 100 members,
Yeah, I think your one-man guild might be a bit difficult to merge.
Yeah, I mean, in the past, when we were like 80, maybe less.
I think you can see tonight. Like, I know enemy was massively outnumbered, but you can see how far some of the lower guilds that were like, not quite as like ridiculously high geared as enemy and sovereign. Like, the gap between them has closed a lot.
Yeah, we're working really hard on gear score right now. Yeah. We're maybe even 490 now. I don't. If the bots, I don't know how the variables work, but yeah, we're trying to push 500 plus gear score. It's gonna take some time, but we're trying.
Have you thought of just exceeding gear upgrades?
Yeah, if you click and chant on like a tech boss piece, easy pen.
Yeah.
The gear gap is a lot closer than people take credit for. What people think.
Everyone is a tech ogre nowadays.
Fuck you.
Shut the fuck up.
But I think, no, seriously speaking, I think like the difference between today and most of the other big alliances that appeared on the new server is how well we organized today. Like, every guild today was on point.
The pushes were pretty fucking on point. I don't know. I didn't know what was happening on the Millennium Venari side, but I know that. It was pretty good. On the Oldskool SE side, it was like every time that Oldskool was wiped, we were there waiting and ready, and enemy had 0 time to recover. I'm sure Zolet can tell about it, but the second they cleared out Oldskool, we were there.
I mean, I just had a big
Oldskool
stopwatch, a big, one of those big red button stopwatches that would count down from 3 seconds on my desk. And every time we saw Oldskool push up the stairs to engage enemy, I'd like smash it, and it'd be like 3, 2, 1. I was like, okay, they're wiped, right? ShadowELite, go.
And it'd be 3, 2, 1 again, and they'd be like, we're wiped, and then Oldskool would go.
It was the same on the side of the castle with Venari and Millennium.
Yeah.
Like,
But why? What coordination do you mean? Like we weren't allied. It was just coincidence.
The walls were really laggy, though. I don't know what
People are gonna believe you, Xena. Like, people are gonna genuinely believe you if you say it.
But we weren't allied.
I may even believe myself one day.
Just preparing you.
Yeah, what's up?
How many did you guys pull tonight?
72, I think. It was kind of bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was for you guys at least. That don't usually pull like 80 plus to your tribute wagon events.
Nah, we only put around 70 there as well. It's summer. People have vacations and shit.
Yeah. What, are you, a nerd or something? What?
We're also pretty semi-casual.
You allow your guild to go on vacation, so you're hardcore.
Of course. No, we're semi-casual.
No, everyone that joins us signs a contract. Can't go on vacation.
I mean, we know that enemy went way more casual for just a few days now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough without a guild leader ever since he left.
Yeah, one thing that I was sort of noting, like today with Mediah being emancipated, it was clear that a lot of strong guilds are going to go there. I'm quite disappointed that more guilds didn't go to Balenos and Serendia. Like a couple of weeks ago, we had so many guilds there, and there were stronger guilds there as well. It's like strange that a lot just sort of didn't bother today.
A lot of people have been hit hard by this summer thing. So except for apparently Millennium, I don't know what the fuck you guys feed your members.
This summer thing, like it's like it's just an occasional thing. It happens every year, you know. It comes.
No, I mean like it. I mean you can go like 10 years without it if you live in somewhere like Finland. But
doesn't
when it
happen in
finally
Australia.
shows up, when summer shows up in Finland, it's like, fuck yeah, boys, we're not playing anything for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. I stand corrected.
2 weeks of summer, right?
Zorak, are you there?
I'm still here.
I don't know if someone asked us a question, but why didn't you defend the wagon today? Because you saw people build, or you didn't want to defend it anyway?
Well, it's kind of hard. Like we saw castles built, and we didn't have time to defend the tax wagon. Well, fight sovereign and prepare for the siege as well.
Did Sovereign show up?
Did Sovereign show up? Octo, did you guys form up?
No.
So you knew in advance that enemy weren't going to be there.
Were you placing practice cannons in
Sovereign
Valencia?
dodged.
So this is the plot thickens.
You mean we could have gone there and gotten money
side,
anyway?
maybe.
Fuck this.
I think you still get the money. Like the wagon goes in,
of course,
gives you the money, and then you can.
There's
I mean, you
money
could have waited for the payout. Could have timed the payout. Min max it. Yeah, you have a point.
So not that we pretty much covered all the things that happened. You guys have seen, like before the siege, like half an hour before it, the announcement that militia is now recruiting.
Yeah.
Anyone thinks that if sieges would go 2 hours, they would end now in KHAOS?
Wouldn't have been surprised.
Oh, I would have been really, really annoyed if that happened.
Well,
I
I
suppose
thought
it didn't
it
matter
first
because
time.
like half an hour, but you know.
When I saw the message, I actually, for a split second, even thought the new siege mechanics had been put in.
I tried to join the militia when I saw the message.
Yeah, but
How-
in new siege mechanics, doesn't like all the guilds on castle territory cannot attack each other?
Yep.
Except
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we would see
What the
instantly.
fuck? Okay.
No, that's
Zorlak.
that's from the latest patch, but when it was first implemented, there wasn't that mechanic in place. It was
It
still
was in
like
place.
free for all.
The latest versions.
It was in place. It just bugged out, and like I think it got fixed during the siege.
If they logged out and logged in again, it was functioning correctly.
Yeah, exactly.
Zorlak.
People are asking if ShadowELite is going to defend the wagon.
What's a wagon?
I think ShadowELite may all turn up with their own wagons just to be fine next Saturday. That'd be fine.
If ShadowELite defend the wagon, does this mean Resilience are going to come and attack the wagon since they're the arch enemies now?
They would need to bring Harmony and Leviathan with them.
Ah.
I mean, ShadowELite didn't do siege last week. Maybe they skip, every each Saturday. So maybe
No, that's how you win. You take a break for a week, and then everyone forgets you exist, and then you show up on a territory, and they don't focus you down, and boom, free territory.
Sounds like a plan.
Legit strats. So everyone take a break next week. Don't attack Calpheon.
Oh, and you're gonna be corrupted with the payouts now.
Oh, dude, I will never ever get a good payout because Xena will just always give me tier 1 no matter what. So it doesn't affect me.
I would be tier 1 as well.
I do payouts based on nationality. And English are inferior, so they get nothing.
If 0 was an option, I would get it.
We do it on dick size.
So does nobody in your guild get a payout then?
That's why I have a Ogre, by the way.
So you can compensate the small payout.
So you do like the summit thing? T4 for you and Ox? Rest gets T1?
That's not true.
But Zorlak, I
Yeah.
kept on trying to ask you this, but how long do you think you guys would have held out if you just went, full turtle mode and just played to extend the siege?
I have no estimation there actually. I mean, the first gate is the actual easiest gate to hold in Calpheon, and we didn't even attempt to defend that. Like when you lose the first gate in the first courtyard, you kind of fucked. But yeah, I have no estimation.
Did you expect that gate to go down so quickly?
As I've already said, no.
Yeah, no, I think it's a bit. But does the second gate have less health? Because it felt like it dropped quicker. Do both gates have the same
all
health?
second gates have less health in the castles.
It's
Yeah.
hard to say.
Yeah, they said it in one patch not too long ago. They changed the health on one of the
Patch
gates.
notes?
Yeah, because the game is
Do
usually
you
down.
trust some patch notes? Really?
Well, it's not like I trust patch notes on when they get released, but I assume that if they say something there, it may eventually get into the game, like at some point. It's
You
like
honestly believe that?
Sometimes, you know.
I like
mean,
how
might
in
be.
the previous patch notes there was like a line that said, probably not relevant for us. it, it shows how well they pay attention to their patch notes.
All right, so if you guys are done for today, it's Shoutouts time.
Shout out to Odds for threatening smaller guilds with perma wars if they wouldn't attack us in a node war earlier this week. Keep it up, Malaka.
Shout out to Odds for just being a meme every week. Just my constant source of entertainment. It's amazing.
I would like to do a shout out to our base defense team for whatever you did.
Shout out to Addicted, still the longest castle holding guild on Europe.
Shout out
to Nikon.
Shout out to Freya for best TPs ever.
Yeah, how has that not been brought up in this podcast?
It's
not a note to our podcast.
Oh, that's true, I guess.
I TP to Valencia's Oldskool actually.
Stealing
I
strategies.
was trying to chase you guys, you know, and have some fights in Valencia, but you guys were already gone.
We don't do alliances.
Hey,
Freya.
actually no, Octo, you still here?
Barely.
Is it a happy coincidence that you guys happen to place on the exact same node that we place on every single week, week in, week out, twice a week?
The NCOS stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been working late.
Happy coincidence then. We'll just go with that.
Must be.
Coin flip.
Educated guess.
Educated guess.
Something like that.
Actually, Octo, would you rather have the alliance next week or enemy? I already asked you at the start, but I'm gonna ask you until you reply live.
Somebody.
Okay. So, like, would you like to?
You're gonna get somebody.
Would you like to attack enemy, or do you think it's unfair that they have a castle and you're gonna?
I don't think we're gonna attack ourselves, to be honest.
Did you say attack enemy?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, your enemy. God damn it.
Can't
As
take
in
yourself out.
sovereign.
Our enemy is in Calpheon. It's Solar Castle.
Your castle? Get the fuck out of here.
This is Addicted's castle we stole, not
Still
you.
not-
Yeah,
no
we stole it from
politics?
Addicted. And well, actually, technically we stole it from Ember, but Addicted as well.
Still no politics. Like, I mean, if let's say we say, you know, we maybe we go Valencia, but if you go Valencia, we don't. You know. What would you say?
Hypothetical situation where you get a 1v1 with Sovereign. Just a hypothetical one.
Wait,
Why would they go?
What was the question?
Okay, let's say you know 100% that no one is gonna build in Valencia.
Yeah.
Will you go Valencia 1v1? Would you? Okay. Would you like to go? Because there's no reason for you to say. But would you like to go Valencia?
Wayne, you sound like a girl on her first date. Holy fuck, just speak your mind, man.
I'm a proud lesbian, Xeno, so shut the fuck up.
I think it's one of our
That
choices.
toxicity level right now, what the fuck?
Let's all speak, guys. What the fuck?
As I said, I think it's one of our choices.
Okay. It would. I mean, you guys are the two strongest skill in the server. It would be hype, you know, for everyone probably.
But
For a
why,
guy
why
who
would they
doesn't
go
do
there?
politics, he answers like a politician.
Why would they go there if they 100% cannot win this?
Maybe because they like to test themselves and shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
So you're,
yeah.
you're saying that enemy 100% can beat Sovereign?
When Sovereign is in a castle, yes. And vice versa, Sovereign cannot beat when enemy is in a castle.
Well, yeah, I don't think we would have win either way. But if anything, maybe we could draw.
Yeah, everyone knows how hard it is to like siege Calpheon, Valencia castle. Like, do you really think they can, if they are on the same like level, they can beat someone in the castle? There's like no point.
If you need an ally, you can call us.
Last week was fairly like trading,
It's a
wasn't it? With
coincidence.
your wagon thing you did, wasn't it? Like enemy was winning at the start, and then Sovereign ended up pulling through in the last like 30 minutes. Like
What's
from
really
what I hear,
good at the
it's
start?
pretty like back and forth between you two. Like surely that's the best fight you guys could seek, because more or less anywhere else you're gonna go, if there's more than one guild there, you're gonna get focused.
We ended up quite a bit ahead, but it's always fun fighting enemy.
Yeah, pretty equal. So like, the winner will be the one with the most interesting strategies.
Yeah, a castle on either side changes things up completely.
Would you be willing in losing your castle to have a nice 1v1 with enemy then, Octo? Now that they don't have a region.
I mean, you guys, well, not you, but the rest of the alliance is gonna come anyway, right? So.
How'd you know?
Alliance?
Alliance? Oh, sorry.
What alliance?
Coincidental.
Coincidental. Come on.
Coincidental placement. Yeah. I
I
forgot.
do think that fight would be fun for Sovereign, fighting the Alliance.
I think it would be different for because of the castle. I think Sovereign is.
Attack.
What? Sorry?
It's a way harder castle to attack since you
Yeah,
can
way
attack from
harder.
multiple angles.
If Sovereign put any cannons down, would that mean they were, trying to learn from the superior tactics of enemy?
Well, we saw how it went for them, so I don't think they will follow that.
You never know. They might perfect the strategy. We just tried it out. They might look at it and find improvements.
And did it work well, by the way?
I'm not sure. As I said, I wasn't there.
Well, you cannot place a structure on one of the cannons, so in that regard, yeah, it works. But there's ways of taking them down.
You could kill them, so
yeah.
In the end,
don't they cost karma? To the
Well,
no.
No? Okay.
You can charge them down.
It depends on how you killed them.
Yeah, if you kill them with horse, there's no karma.
Oh, okay.
It's all just theoretical, guys. I'm pretty sure that only Pestle is allowed to handle cannons and Sovereign.
Yeah, good old pretzel.
You could handle my cannon if you know what I mean.
Where do I
He's
sign
not
up?
lesbian, sorry.
Pestle, call me.
He'll steal your Tedoga.
Any shoutouts left, guys?
yeah, I got a shout out to my man Campbell. He couldn't be on the podcast today, but he's in my prayers.
What happened with digitally, by the way, is our luck with that?
Yeah, just like all of us else, he has a real life and he got too busy.
That's a shame. It's always bad to lose players.
I invested so much in fucking digicoins.
Dude, I invested the entire week beforehand in all these digicoins to speak to my friends and enemy, and now they're fucking worthless. Bullshit.
All right, so thank you all guys for being here tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. Shout out for everyone today for being awesome, and we'll see you all next time. See you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, Dasso is shit.
Hey,
Well, Dasa, who's that?
Nice cannons in the tree.
Yeah, I saw him without a guild, but what's up with that?